So the disruption is really coming from fragmentation. So consumers have more choice, more services available to them at lower price. So that's really what's evolving and disrupting the industry.
I think the big thing is that the banking industry has traditionally looked upon payments as a transaction, something that's isolated from the world of the consumer. What payments are doing now is they're locating those transactions in the context of someone's wider consumer life. So it's not just going to be about payments, it's going to be about payments, it's going to be about messaging, it's going to be about videos, and it's going to be about buying things. And banking should be at the heart of all of that.
All elements of financial services are being disintermediated, not least payments. So anywhere where there is friction or there is any level of adverse customer experience, there is going to be a level of innovation.
A lot of the traditional players are learning from this competition and finding that the disruptors are helping them to become more innovative. So we see a lot of mutual kind of benefit from both directions as a result of financial innovation and technology.
I think Ireland is a really key disruptor in the market because we're actually a first stepping stone for people interested in entering Europe. That's probably a major driver. And I think in the second place, we are a really good ecosystem in the sense that you can actually see a cluster, particularly of payments businesses in the Irish market that are enabling perhaps US players to enter into Europe.
I think Ireland is playing a strong role. Last week I was at the fintech forum in Paris and met a lot of people who were very complimentary of the quality of companies coming out of Ireland, from people from the banking and the payments industry especially.
The provenance in financial services, allied to the very ripe and digitally savvy population and enterprising population, means that a lot of new and established fintechs, and particularly those focused on payments, are really emerging and becoming world class.
I think it's the millennials and the generation that we're seeing come with all of their tech-savvy minds. Everything they do is on a smartphone or a watch or tablet. Embedded devices will happen, IoT. So there's all of these sources of data coming together, but there's a generation who are completely embracing it. From a very young age, they're able to manage devices. So I think that will be the driver that we'll see over the next 10, 15 years.
Societal impacts are financial inclusion. There's 42% of the world don't have a bank account, but there's 50 million adults in the EU that don't have a bank account. There's 10 million in the US. They're big numbers and they're excluded.
I think the big thing that's changing in payments is that traditionally it's been about interaction between institutions and institutions with lots of complexity in the middle. Payments is now moving to between person and person. And we know from what's happened in the internet to date, the minute you start doing P2P transactions, you have no idea where it's going to go, but you know change is on the way.